the Wetlands and Watercourses Commission to order at 7:31 on Tuesday the 15th. We'll pledge allegiance to the flag, everyone for himself. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Carrie, would you please call the roll?
Yes, Chairman Kurtz,
Here.
Dr. Dimick,
Present.
Mr. Brzezowski,
Here.
Mr. Norbeck, and
Here.
Mr. McPhee.
Here.
All people are present. We have a quorum. Next is we entertain the approval of the minutes of the September 1st meeting.
I'll move the minutes as amended by Dr. Dimick.
And I'll second it.
Moved by Mr. McPhee, seconded by Mr. Norbeck. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Carried unanimously by those commission members present. Communications.
First communication is a request for determination from Bailey Hirschman for Lot 2 Waterbury Road on the agenda tonight under new business. And second is a request for determination from Tim Brown for 880 Peck Lane. That is also on the agenda under new business.
Inspection reports.
No written inspections. Staff inspections. On Yalesville Road, there's a property that received a subdivision permit as part of the Prince subdivision. That lot is currently proposed for development. They do not need an individual site plan approval per the subdivision regulations. However, it appears as though they may have cleared within the upland review area, or more specifically within the established non-encroachment area. So that is something that is ongoing, and depending on the outcome of the information provided from their surveyor, if they hire a surveyor, this may go to the commission as a show cause hearing on October 6th. So I'll keep the commission apprised of that. Also, an inspection of Marion Road subdivision. The erosion controls are up and functioning. And we continue to get the inspection reports for Coleman Road, which have been favorable, as well as FIP on West Johnson Avenue and the bridge replacement project on West Johnson Avenue, which is also wrapping up. And that is it for staff inspections.
Thank you. Enforcement actions, there are none.
No enforcement actions.
Okay, move directly to unfinished business. The 1 and 2 together are separate when it comes to the approval. So we have the first one is the Public Works permit for 165 Northwood Court. We have a draft motion available. Is there anything to talk about, or somebody want to move the draft motion?
I move staff wording.
Second that.
Moved by Ms. Dunn, seconded by Mr. Norbeck or Dimick. One of them came in first.
Or both.
Is there any discussion? Seeing none, all those in favor say aye.
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 Opposed? Carried unanimously by those commission members present. Item number 2,
Thank you very much.
application of the town for drainage work on 170 Northwood Court. Same deal. We have a motion. We have moved by Dr. Dimick,
I'll second it.
seconded by Mr. McPhee. All in favor, say aye.
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 Opposed? Carried
Aye.
unanimously by those commission members present.
Thank you very
New
much.
business. We have a request for determination regarding Lot 2 on Waterbury Road. Does the applicant wish to say something, or is this information we already have, Suzanne?
The request for determination, there was a letter that was submitted, and Mr. Hirschman is on the call.
Yes, thank you. If it's all right with you, Mr. Chairman, I'll just give a brief summary.
Sure.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. So as you may recall, this commission determined at the September 3rd, 2019 meeting that a permit would not be required for the installation of a driveway and grading at the property within the upland review area. As the work has not yet been completed and there's no mechanism for an extension of the determination, we're here requesting a new determination so that there's additional time for the property owner to complete the. Are you guys getting feedback?
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
me.
I've got to get
I've
off.
got to get off here.
Oh, that sounds like it's better. So we're requesting a new determination to allow for additional time for the driveway installation and driveway to be completed. I did provide to the planning office after the September 3rd, 2019 meeting, an updated map from our engineering firm, Kratza and Jones, which showed the addition of 2 non-encroachment markers that had been hand drawn in by me at the September 3rd, 2019 meeting, and also attached that updated map to our determination request. So with that, Mr. Chairman, I'd be happy to answer any questions.
Any questions? The background is well-known and no problem with it. Is that correct, Suzanne? It's just a formality?
Yes. Yes, the non-encroachment area has been previously established. The 4x4 posts are in the ground. I have not been out there recently to see if the markers were added to the post. However, the markers were purchased from our office to put on those posts. And at that time, the silt fence was installed. Silt fence may need to be reinstalled depending on when construction starts. But the posts were already in the ground, so there was already movement on the previous determination.
Thank you. Is there a motion to determine whether or not we should accept this or have a permit?
I move that in light of the fact that we previously determined this did not need a permit and no adverse conditions have arisen since that time, that we again move that this application does not need a permit.
Moved by Dr. Dimick. Is there a second?
I'll second it.
Seconded by Mr. Norback. Any discussion? If not, all those in favor of the motion say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? None? Approved unanimously by those commission members present.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Okay, thank you for being there. And the last item, I lost my page, but it's a question of determination on a swimming pool on Peck Lane. Maybe you could enlighten me, Suzanne. I lost my agenda.
Yes, this is for 880 Peck Lane. The request is for an above-ground pool, which is proposed to be located within the upland review area. The house was constructed prior to wetland regulations, so there was no requirement for establishing an upland review area or a buffer. The current area is lawn, and that's the area that they plan to install the pool in. And pictures were forwarded to commission members yesterday, and the requester is on the call today. So,
Does the
Mr.
applicant
Brown, do
have
you have
anything to
some
say?
information to add to it?
I submitted a letter, I believe last week, regarding the property. We purchased the property in 2001. It's been a grassed-in area since we've been there, and years before that. I don't believe that any of the wetlands will be disturbed, or the upland area will be disturbed, other than adding maybe a couple of inches of fill to level the property in that area to put the pool. And Suzanne apprised me of all the issues with pools and maintenance of the pools, and taking care of any water issues for any future draining issues. So I don't foresee any type of a problem.
May I ask staff, has she viewed the property?
I have not been out to the property, no.
That, I'm trying to remember, that is on the east side of Peck Lane, if I remember.
The property abuts the linear trail.
Abuts the linear trail, okay.
And
So
we
that
have
is
a,
a relatively flat piece.
yes,
And as long as the existing vegetation at the edge of your lawn stays in place, I don't think we need to worry too much about erosion controls under those circumstances.
Now, Mr. Brown, the photos that you submitted yesterday that show the placement of the Adirondack chairs,
yes,
that's the general area of where the pool and the general size of the pool?
correct, yes.
Okay. So that encompasses solely or just exclusively a lawn area so that there's no trees that propose to be cut. And yes, the yard does look relatively flat. Dr. Dimick, to answer your question.
So what is necessary is to make it absolutely flat for the pool. You need to put in about a foot of fill.
I would have to work with the pool contractor on that, but based on just a quick estimation, I would think a couple of inches in certain areas. I'm not exactly sure
Okay.
the exact amount, but it wouldn't be more than a few inches at the lowest point, I would imagine.
I for one don't have a problem with it as long as it's grassed area and it's not any major disruption to the earth. I don't think it's any different than we've done in the past.
I concur.
Yeah.
We have a motion to that effect?
I move that no applicant permit is necessary and it's what, de minimis? Is that how you say it? De minimis?
De minimis.
Minimus.
Something like that.
Yeah.
Now that
Moved
we
by
can all
Mr.
pronounce
McPhee,
it,
is there
I
a
will
second?
second.
And seconded by Mr. Norback. Is there any discussion? If not, all those in favor of the motion, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed?
Aye.
Carried unanimously by those commission members present. Thank you.
All right, thank you. Appreciate
What
it.
else is new?
I don't know. It's one
Are
of
we
our
done?
meetings.
That is it. There's no other business on the agenda tonight.
It is. I was just getting warmed up.
We can dream up something if you want.
Tom offered to sing more.
There's no further business. This meeting is closed at 7:43.
All right, gang.
Hey,
See
very
you
good.
next month.
Thank you.
We'll see you. Thanks.
Thanks.